Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much, and thank you for connecting. Um, so you're all welcome to Profit Lab, and this is actually our first series, and I'm so excited because we coming to you from STIIC, stories that impact and inspire community. For this first series, we are jumping into the world of AI, and I know most of us we've been doing a lot in this space, but are we really earning? Right. So if maybe most of the things you do, right, has not earned you money, then it's time for you to scale up, right? And I believe through the sessions we'll be having today and tomorrow, you are going to learn a lot, right? And then you see how you can package what you know, right, to start earning. And that is why this first series we caption it AI for business and website creation. Some of you might have seen some ads, build websites for businesses, right? And then earn from them. And maybe some of you you've even tried one or two AI tools, right? And you feel like, this thing, okay, it's not giving me what I want, or maybe it's too expensive. Trust me, there are ways around these things, and that's some of the things that we are going to expose to you in the course of this training. So, quick one. My name is Philip. And just for the want of time, I would have loved to know everyone's name, right? But we don't really have much time on our side. So I'm just going to introduce myself and along the line, maybe if we have time, right? I guess I'll get to know everyone, right? Um, so first of all, like I said, my name is Philip. I'm actually a technical data analyst by profession. That's yeah. So I actually work with a tech startup here in Nigeria, Synchronote Ventures, and also the founder of this community. This community actually started in April. Yeah, so this year, 2026. So it's still a young community, and one of the key things that drives us is impact in the lives of young people, right? Stories that impact and inspire. I want to use stories to inspire young people. We want to use stories to impact their lives, right? And also, I teach people data analysis, and I've done this, I think, for about 4 years now. Yes, for about 4 years. People both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. So that's just a quick one about me. Um, So today, as part of what we want to achieve, right, it's also good that I introduce you to the community STIIC, right, who we are and what we are doing and our events, and also a little bit about our values, and also talk to you about the main thing, all right, why we are here today, which is the use cases of AI, some practical sessions, and also a Q&A session, right, where you have the opportunity to ask questions to gain more clarity. Um, sorry, where did I jump like that? Okay. So just a quick one. Um, about ACIIC, right? Stories that impact and inspire community. Who are we? So we are, like I said, we are a community actually built on what real stories, authentic stories to inspire young people, right, and impact their lives. So we actually started in April 2026 in Ado Ekiti. That's actually where I served as a youth corps, right? And this is where the whole idea, the vision came from. We want to use as stories, right? People who have done amazing things, right? As of today, we still reference Ben Carson, right? We saw his story, we read about him, right? We've also seen most of the things that he did. I think as of Trump's first term. He served as one of his cabinet members, right? And these are people whose life is an inspiration to younger people. If this person can do it, then I can also do it. The life of Obama inspires young people. I remember there was a time I contested for uh the president of my department back then in school. Of course, though I came second. Yeah, but one of the key things that drove me as of that time, right? Um, it was Obama's speech. So I wanted to speak like him. I wanted to convince people, and even most of my even most of my classmates, they were like, "Philip, are you sure you can do this?" And I did it just because of the life of Obama. It inspired me, right? I wanted to come out to speak, to challenge, right? I was more of like an underdog in that in that election, right? So these are just a little bit of photo gallery about us. Okay, and this was our maiden event at Federal University of Yekiti, right, where we gathered some young people to share real stories, okay, to inspire them, to tell them that we've gone through this, the four walls of the university, and these are some things that happened in our lives. And we are here to share that same story with you, to give you hope, to inspire you, to let you know that you can actually do more, right? And just a little bit about our vision as a community, right? And our mission. So first, our mission is to was impact and inspire young people through real stories, practical knowledge, and community-driven programs. All right. So just like Profit Lab is one of our programs, right, to share practical knowledge to young people, right? And also our vision is to raise a generation of inspired, equipped, and purpose-driven young people shaping the future of Nigeria, Africa, and the world at large. So even though we are just starting at a small town, right, in the south west of Nigeria, um, our vision is beyond southwest. We are looking at the world at large, right, inspiring young people. So just a quick one. I just needed to say this because it's beyond the Profit Lab, right? So we don't just want a situation where you just join us and then you leave us at the end of the day. So our three pillars of engagement: stories that impact and inspire, which is more like an annual program, right? So we just did one this year. Profit Lab, right? For knowledge sharing, help you earn income, help you build financial capacity. And then we also have another event, right, called the Josephs, right? So we are yet to launch this. The Josephs is about leadership, right? Building people of integrity, people who will solve problems, societal problems through innovation solutions, right? So there's actually a whole lot that you get to benefit, right, for being a member of the community, right? Um, who is this for? Students, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, humanitarians, right? So I believe for each of us, we fall among these categories. We stand for authenticity, community, right? Believe in impact. We believe in innovation, right? And relevant solutions. So, and there you go, right? So it's time to start building with AI, right? It's time to for us to start building right with AI. Um, okay, so there was an event for, I think I have some of my fellow coppers, right, who serve with me here in this call. During um a health tech pitch here in Ekiti. Of course, I write codes, but I had a very short time, right, to just come up with a solution. And one of the key things I did, of course, is actually my field, right? But I had to put out something out there. And that solution, of course, I was able to do some little bit of what we call debugging. Debugging simply means if the code has issues, right? You write a code and it has issues, you can just fix it, right? And then maybe just iterate through until you get the exact thing you're looking out for. So I had an idea, right, to build a solution that can easily forecast drug demands, right, in hospitals. And trust me, I'll use this word. 90% of everything I did there was through AI. Okay, it was through AI, and trust me, it was. Of course, I had to do a lot of iterations to get the final solution, right? And that actually made me won the pitch competition. What does that tell you? It simply tells you that you can build with AI. For those of us who joined the group earlier, I'm actually dropped a post, right, by um, one of the famous, is a prominent figure when it has to do with tech in Port Harcourt, because that's primarily where I base. Okay, he said that a friend, right, owns a company, right. So he just started, and he doesn't have the technical expertise to build apps. But currently, as of today, his app is in where Play Store and this in Google Store, right? And people are paying for the services in that app. What does that tell you? It simply tells you that you don't need a sophisticated or to be an expertise to build solutions with AI. You don't. You just need the courage. You just need the idea and the persistence to stay on until you get what you're looking for, right? And let me tell you this, AI, right, is one of the most, it's one of the most adopted technology, the fastest adopted technology so far. And there's a little chart here, right? Um, for example, how many months did it take these different technologies to hit 100 million users? Personal computer, right? A laptop, a desktop, it took it about 168 months, 168 months, right, to hit 100 million users. The internet that we use as of today, it took it 84 months to hit 100 million users. Smartphone, iPhone as a case study, it took it 60 months to hit what 100 million users. But how about AI, right? The most popular AI that we all know, ChatGPT, it took it just barely 2 months to hit 100 million users. And what does that tell you? It tells you how fast people are adopting this technology. And no matter how people may try to fight it, maybe in the academic sector, in different areas, trust me, we will all get used to it. It will become the new normal. Yeah. So there were times that instead of attending virtual meetings, you must be in meetings, right? But COVID-19 came and disrupted the whole ecosystem. And we now see virtual meetings, just like what we're having now, as normal, right? So the reason why I'm sharing these things is so that you get to understand um, that we are in for a big thing, that we're actually in for a big thing. And let me say this, right? The usage of AI, um, so the usage of AI, it actually falls into three different categories. It falls into three different categories, right? Which I'm going to share. Now, the first one is for productivity, right? How many of you have used AI to write emails, right? Maybe you can just give a thumbs up, right? Or just react with your favorite emoji. You've actually used AI, okay, maybe to write emails, to be to draft out documents and things like that, right? Now you notice that this is for productivity, and there's actually a whole lot you can do, right, with AI in that regards. Okay, and then also we also use AI for what? For learning. How many of you have used AI for learning? I don't just mean maybe searching for something, right? I mean AI as your instructor. It asks you, it pauses to ask you questions to evaluate your thinking, because there was a time people were kind of like saying that AI will make you dull, right? That most students just want to rely on AI, right, without thinking. But trust me, I came to discover a secret in ChatGPT learning mode. And that's one of the key things I'm going to show you today, to tell you that you can literally learn anything, right, with AI using ChatGPT. So I've discussed about productivity. I've talked about learning. Another one is earning with AI. Earning with AI. You can actually earn with AI. And that is why tomorrow, our resource person will be here live, right, to teach us, because he is an AI expert. He has been in the AI industry for over the years, right? And he's an AI consultant. So when we're designing this program, one of the key things we had in mind, right, was not just to bring any kind of a person, right, someone who has results, all right. And even at my workplace, I use AI a lot. I use AI a lot. My boss is also a big fan of AI, right? So AI has come to stay, and we must be ready to do or use it for productivity, use it for learning, and use it as well to earn. Now, let me quickly share something. Um, Someone reached out to me, right? She had barely a week, right, to do her defense for her master's project, and all she has done, she just so she wrote her project work, chapter 1 till chapter 3. So, and her project requires what, a questionnaire. So she reached out to me, "Ah, how can I get this questionnaire? There's no time." I told her she should not worry. Okay, just give it to me. Now, the next thing that I did, I used Cloud AI to generate data for it. Okay. And that data, of course, there are some prerequisites that every questionnaire data should meet, right? What we call Chromback Alpha, at least it must be 0.7 and above. Okay. So I imputed most of those prompts in it, and then I asked it to generate the data for me. So with that, just within let me just use the word within 5 minutes, right? I had all the data available for that research project. And since it's something that needs to be shared, right? Individuals can easily feel. You don't need to come and start asking, right? Maybe where's the source of the data? I'll just simply tell you that people responded to the questionnaire. Short and simple, case closed, right? So you can see with that, I was able to quickly do that for her, and I charged her, right? So all I just did, I prepared the data with AI, right? Just forwarded the stuff to SPSS, did the analysis, did some computations and some few things, right? And it was done. I earn from it? Yes, I did. So primarily, I would have rejected that project because how am I going to get about 350 responses on what? A questionnaire within 1 week? Except I have a huge community, or I have people who do that, and possibly it will be forced. It will be forced, right? So AI is there for you to earn, right? And there's actually a whole lot. And I'm going to switch to a more practical session, right, where I will show you guys how all of this works. Okay. So before I proceed, do you have any question? Do you have something you want to ask? So before I proceed, yes, please.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Please, I joined the class late. Please, can you just do a quick recap for me?
Okay, so there's no first of all, welcome to STIIC, right? So we are a community, and Profits Lab is one of our events, right, to impact and share knowledge. Okay. So basically, my point of emphasis has been on the use cases of AI, which primarily to me, I classify it into three. One is for productivity. You simply maybe do some writings, maybe use it for drafting emails, maybe use it to maybe just do some maybe little bit of computations, right? If you are dealing with numerical stuffs, right? And just some basic things that you can easily just do. Maybe proofread this for me, and maybe summarize this for me, and all those basic stuff, right? That's for productivity, just to save time. So we also have AI for learning, and which is one of the key things I want to show you today, and how you can use AI to build something with AI. All right. So AI for learning. I discovered this. I don't know, right? I actually get to discover this myself, right? So you can use AI to learn practically anything you want to learn, anything, right? And I'm going to share something with you right away. Um, okay, let's do this. Let me start with this. Um, okay. Now there was something I did. I'm going to show you this in real time. Okay. So I hope you can see my screen. Now, how
No,
did I
sir, I
get to
cannot see your
discover
screen.
this? Oh, my screen is not shared.
Yes, I'm not seeing your screen,
I
sir.
cannot. I cannot still see it.
Okay, I can see it now. I can see it now.
Okay. So
Thank
first
you.
of all, I want to show you how the
I
chat
can't see your
GPT,
screen, sir.
I think it's network, but you should see, right? It will come up. Is it up now? Is it up now?
Oh, okay. Yes, 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 yes.
All right. So now, how did I get to discover ChatGPT learning mode? Now, I wanted to upskill, right? So please pay attention to this, right? So this is a practical session, right? I wanted to upskill, and I wanted to um, enroll for a course, right? From these people. So I was just surfing the net, and I saw certificate in strategic business intelligence. So this actually relates to data analysis, what I do. Okay. So I came here and I checked around. Okay, what does these people do? Okay, and I scrolled and actually saw the price. I was like, okay. And I look at this, right? About 4,400 and this $4,445, right? So and I don't have this kind of resource to learn this, right? So what did I do? And trust me, these guys, they have been calling me because I actually signed up for it. Okay, I actually signed up for this to download their brochure. Now just pay attention to what I did. So I clicked on download brochure. Okay. So I hope you're following me. Okay.
Sorry, sir, I cannot see your screen.
My screen is not. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not seeing the screen at all.
can you see my screen now? Um, is it visible now?
No, sir.
Please, is it the same to everyone? You just confirm. Okay, I think other people are seeing.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, okay. So actually this the certificate in business intelligence. Um so let me just quickly do something, right? Um I'm going to fill in my information. I just want to download this, right? Okay. So job title, let me just put this. But I actually have this thing. They're not providing. Let me see. Okay, I think I'll just log in actually. Um Sony. My password. Let me see. Not a valid email address. So they said surname. Actually, why are they doing that? Okay, let me put my email address. Okay, and then I'll put surname here. That's crazy. Okay. Hold on. Oh really? Okay. Okay, let's do this. Mm, just give me a minute. Okay. Okay, let me just quickly do something here, right? So that I don't waste time. All right. So I don't get to waste much time. Um so let's do this. I'm going to open Gemini, right? Just to generate a course outline. So look at this. I want to use it to illustrate to you how you can use AI learning mode, right? So just create a course outline. I just wanted to use a more practical course outline. So that's why create a course outline for strategic business intelligence. Okay. Okay. So here is it. I'll just pick this module one. All right. Module six. Okay. So I'm copying this right now. Okay. So I'm going back to, okay. Let me, now here is where you can see, here's where you can see the learning mode. So just search for ChatGPT. So ChatGPT learning mode, right? So study mode actually, right? Can also be called study mode, right? So study mode. So try study mode. So let's look at that. So continue as Philip. So you can see what we have here. It shows what study, right? Are you seeing the screen? Oh, this thing is okay. Just um, okay, just hold on a bit. I think maybe just okay. So if you want to use that the study mode or the learning mode, right, you always see this, right? So study. And this is what I'm going to do, right? I hope we are still following. So I'm saying act as a professional. Can just do something like this because now whenever you want it to do something specific, it's always better you use the word act, right? So that it will take um the position of someone that is meant to do that action, perform that action, right? So let me just do this. Act as a professional facilitator. Act as a professional facilitator, right, on strategic business intelligence, all right, and teach me based on this course outline as your student, all right. So I'm going to paste it here. Okay. Are we together? All right. I hope we are together. Someone can just unmute and respond.
Yeah, we're together. We're together.
Yeah, no, I'm not together because I'm not seeing your this
You're
thing.
not seeing my screen. My
Your
screen.
screen. Yes, sir. So
Sorry.
I'm not
Yeah,
really
it's
getting
net.
what you're saying.
Okay. Because the class is recorded, so you can always review. So if I send this prompt, let's look at what it shows. Right. It says, excellent. I'll facilitate this as if you were attending an executive education program rather than a software training class. So we'll focus on strategy. Da, da, da. So before we begin, I need to understand your background. So please answer these three questions. So what's your current role? Beginner, am I this, am I this? So course structure and all of that. The learning outcomes. So module one, strategic, da, 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 da. Now just look at what he's doing, right? So we don't just think of BI means reports, right? The BI decision making capability. Now look at this. So you now pause and then ask me a question. What do you think? What do you think explains the difference? Right? Look at what was the question? Look at this. So after it explained all of this, right? It's a good question. So consider this scenario. Company A and company B sell exactly the same products. Both have similar budgets, similar employees, similar technology. After 3 years, company A has doubled its revenue. Company B is losing market share. So the question here is, what do you think explains the difference? Don't worry about finding the right answer. I'm interested in how you reason through it. Once you answer, we'll connect your ideas to the first core concept, why business intelligence creates strategic advantage. All right, now let's just try to respond to this, right? So the question here is that company A has doubled its revenue, company B is losing its market share, right? So I'm just going to respond, right? So company A doubled its revenue um, because it uses strategic. I'm just going to respond to that. Strategic business intelligence for decision making. That's what I'm just going to respond. Now let's see what it will do, right? Let's look at its response. It does a strong starting point. So you're already identifying the central idea, right? Now let's deepen the reasoning as an executive would, right? So imagine you are representing this to the board of directors. If they ask what exactly did company A do differently with business intelligence, you would need to explain the mechanism. So think of it this way. Are you seeing what ChatGPT is doing? So, for example, data, da, 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 da. So this illustrates an important principle, da, 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 da. Executive insight, da, 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 right? And all of this, right? You now created this framework, right? Now, you now said your turn. Suppose you are the CEO of an e-commerce company, right? And your BI dashboard shows that customers' purchases have dropped by 15% this month. Without jumping to solutions, right? Which one question would you ask first to understand why the purchases dropped, right? So are you seeing what the learning mode or the study mode is doing, right? Are you seeing the capability of ChatGPT? You can practically learn anything, right? As if it's a tutor. Now, somehow that threatens what even instructors, because you can even maybe screenshot mathematics, right? Even a mathematics textbook and upload it as an image, right? Maybe a few pages, right? Or maybe convert it as a PDF and then update, and then still use the same study mode to tell it, oh, to teach me this mathematics. So maybe all those calculus, maybe that was giving you issues back then in school, right? Or some kind of like stuffs that actually gave you issues then. You can switch it to learning mode and it will practically teach you, pause, ask you questions, evaluate you, right? And I hope we got value from that. So even if you want to maybe learn web development or whatever tech skill, you can practically do the same, right? And I think for me, based on this stuff, right, I wouldn't even like maybe want to just upload this thing, um, curriculum, right, of my training program just out there, because anyone can simply just take it out there and put in ChatGPT, right, switch to learning mode and learn practically everything. And ChatGPT can even teach you with case scenarios, right? Even compared to those facilitators. So are you saying that nobody have an excuse, right? So why you should not learn? Everything has been simplified, right? So maybe for those of us who will be doing master's program, why not switched to practically switched to ChatGPT learning mode, and trust me, you cannot fail your second degree, right? Okay. So I'll just pause a bit and then want to get some questions from you guys, right? Before I continue. All right. Any comments so far? You want to say something? Maybe I should call someone's name. Um, and okay, let me also say this, right? Now, one of the things I did, right? One of the things I did when I finished that course outline from these people, right? Um, this informal connect in Dubai, right? Because their course was actually outrageous. The fee was outrageous for me, right? About over $4,000, right? I didn't have that to pay. So what did I do, right? So one of the things I did was that I now converted the whole study into a book. I converted the whole study into a book, right? Which you can as well still sell and make money, right? Is that possible? Yes, it is. Very possible. I converted all the whole study, right, into a PDF, right? I actually have the book. I'm actually yet to do a serious marketing on it, right? I have a copy of it. So in case anyone is interested, I can freely share it to you guys to read, right? And for those interested, you can as well message me. If you have interest in data analysis, right, you can message me. I'll drop a copy. Or even if as a business person, right, you own a business, I can as well share that with you so that at least you get some bit of knowledge as regarding strategic business intelligence. Okay. All right, so I want to quickly do something, right? I want to move over to the next part, right, where you can literally build with AI. Okay, you can literally build with AI. All right, um, are we together?
Yeah, sure. Sure, sure.
Oh, oh, great. All right, no question. Okay, so I guess everyone is waiting for the big guys. All right, so for the big thing to happen. Okay, I'll simply do that right away.
Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I think there's a break in transmission from Philip's side. Okay, he's back. All right. I Okay. Good evening. Can anyone hear me? Oh,
Yes, yes, we can hear you. Are you sharing your screen? I can't see anything.
no, I'm not. I think Philip is having a network issue. So while we're yet
Yes,
back from
I'm
him,
having a network issue. Yes, means myself is really bad. Yeah.
though he's still here in the call. So does anyone have a question
Oh,
from
sorry.
the
Can you hear
session?
me?
Oh yes, I think you have been muted all along.
Sorry. Sorry. So I was asking a question. Sorry for that. I was asking a question, right? Do you think that prompt, right? Writing prompt is actually difficult. So you can just maybe unmute and speak, or maybe you can just react with your favorite emoji, because we are actually going into the real business of the day. You can just unmute and just maybe say something. Okay. All right. Cool. Now, trust me, prompt is not difficult. All you just need to do is get your idea and tell whatever AI platform you're using, right, to refine it to the best prompt, right, that it can deliver. And that's just it, right? So most of the times when you see some of those prompts, maybe prompts for generating images, and you see them using some kind of funny touch English, right? Cinematic, this and that. I don't know if you have come across most of those fonts that some of these guys they share online, right? So you see the prompt is so refurbished, is so, and you'll be asking, wait, how are these guys so creative to get this prompt? Trust me, it's not them that wrote it. That's the secret. So let me just bust the bubble right now. They're not the people that wrote it from scratch. It's actually AI, right, that still generated that prompt. And that's the truth, right? You just need to communicate your idea clearly so that it can understand. And once it understands exactly what you want to do, the next thing that AI will do, right, is simply to refine it for you, right? So I'm going to share a prompt right now in the chat bot, right? So we can use, um, so everyone should use this, right? So I just shared that. So you can simply grab that prompt. And this prompt was refined. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen right away. I'm going to share my screen now. So you can actually copy that prompt and maybe save it somewhere. All right. So I'm sharing my screen. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So here you go. I'm opening my chat GPT, right? I'm opening my chat GPT. Okay. Okay. So this is actually study and learn. All right. All good. All right. So this is, I'm going to paste this. I'm going to paste this prompt. All right. So what's the prompt all about? I'm saying here, right? What am I saying? Say, I want you to become my AI startup mentor, right? So you cannot literally build an entire business from scratch. You can literally build an entire business from scratch. So I want you to become my AI startup mentor, senior software engineer, product manager, AI architect, automation expert, UI UX designer, business consultant, and coding instructor. So all of these things, I want AI to become it, right? So my goal is not merely to learn AI. My goal is to build profitable AI-powered business and products that solve real-world problems. Teach me exactly as if you were training a startup founder from beginning to expert. Assume I have determination and enough time to learn. I don't want shortcuts, I want mastery. Build a structured roadmap that takes me from zero to building product-ready AI systems. So you can see, whatever level you are, this is actually for you, right? So teach me one module at a time, right? So if you want to learn all of this like bit by bit, you can as well. So every lesson must include concepts. All right. Okay. So for example, so my end goal is to confidently build products like AI chatbots. These are some of the things that people are building and then selling it to small business, right? SMEs. AI assistants, multi-agent AI systems, SaaS products, AI automation businesses, AI web applications, Chrome extensions, AI dashboards, APIs, and all of this, right? Now, the thing is this, right? When you are building these products and it's AI powered, trust me, you need what we call an API, right? So this is just a communication interface, right? Between most of these AI models and your platform, all right? And they are literally most of they're not free actually, okay, but there's something about the platform I'm going to introduce you to, right, where you can literally build anything without worrying about APIs. All right, so I'm going to just run this prompt. All right, so let's go. Let's see what it does. Right, so excellent goal based on what I already know. Right, you have experience, okay. All right, so in analytics, machine learning, Power BI, and Python, actually this is what I use, okay, quite often. But you are relatively new to full stack software engineering, so we'll leverage your strengths instead of starting from absolute zero. So as an AI founder, go become da 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 da. So founders mindset. So it's just more like brushing me up, right? Because now if you want to build a digital product, right, that people can use, it's better at least you have some bit of knowledge, right? And I always say this as well. Um, if you really want to find a niche for yourself, maybe is in um, social media marketing, maybe it's in software engineering, or maybe visual designs like graphics, motion designs, and all of those things, game development, and you want to literally use AI to build it. First of all, take a crash course on YouTube just to familiarize yourself with the terminologies, right? Yes, but with these prompts, you can literally at least learn some things, right? This is in study and learn mode. So maybe if you see something that maybe you do not understand, you can simply just ask the question and it will explain it in the basic terms for you, right? Explain and also evaluate your level of comprehension, right? So there are a lot of things here, right? But I'm going to just choose something. I'm going to do something right now. All right. It's more of like breaking down most of the things that I need to learn. Or maybe let's just quickly do a rundown on it, right? So let me not just jump like that. Okay. So it's simply saying what, so before writing code, you need to think like a founder. Of course, very important. What AI can do and cannot do. AI business opportunities, identifying profitable problems, startup thinking, MVP mindsets, lean development, right? Um, so for those of us, for those people who do who have maybe worked with startup, right? It's something we call lean startup. You don't need too much money, right? You just need to prioritize the most important things, right? Use the little resources that you have to build. Just keep building, right? Customer discovery, pricing psychology, AI product economics. So you can actually learn literally all of these things, right? In your journey to build a strong digital product, right? So it now tells you, okay, fine, we are going to cover software engineering foundations like this, HTTP, REST APIs, JSON, Git, and all of this, right? Modern Python, object-oriented programming, OOP, data classes, da 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 da. But now this is not exactly what I want to do, right? I don't want to learn all of these, right? So I'm just going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. It even gives some kind of like some frameworks, right? And how all of this can be achieved. But, right, I'm going to quickly do something, right? There's something I want to build, right? And that's one of the key things I want us to achieve, right? For the end of this. All right. Um, so phase 9, here are some simple automations, right? That this can actually build for you. Maybe email automation, CRM automation, scheduling, web scrapping, and all of this. But it's something I tried out today, and that's one of the things that I want to share. Right. So this is what I want to do. Right. So I want to build a smart, right, AI a smart AI um, accounting assistance, right, for SMEs, right? Now look at this. So this is exactly what I want to build, right? Now I can just simply do something like this, right? So write a prompt, right, to build the entire product. Now, for some of us, you might have encountered that most of the AIs out there, they are all paid, all right? So from your Lovable to most of the newer AI web builders and all of this, Hedging, Clean AI, right? A lot of them video generations, most of them they are paid. So before you just use it a little, right? They'll tell you your free credit is over, right? Maybe wait till the next day, or better still, subscribe, right? But Google actually came up with something that you can actually build an entire product without bothering about credit. Just that the same way you will host your website, right, online, pay for it, it's just the same kind of like way you literally just host it, right, by launching it directly on their platform. So you don't even need to bother about the security. Everything is secured, right? Of course, you know, Google has their own security architecture, so everything is well secured. You don't even need to bother about it, and they are reputable. They have stand the test of time. So you may not even need to bother. Maybe what if something happens to this startup, right? This AI startup and all of those. You don't even need to bother. So this is what I want to do. I'll just click this. So let's see what it gives me. So that's an excellent capstone. All right. And it aligns with the goal of building AI products for SME. So, however, because we are okay, okay. Oh, I'm supposed to actually remove the study mode, but let's see. So this is the master prompt, master products prompt, right? So you're an elite team consisting of da 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 da. So your task is to design da 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 da. So the product must be SaaS ready, right? Software as a service ready, secure, scalable, and commercially viable. So product name, AI accounting assistant. So target users, primary goal, do not build a demo, build a production grade software, da, 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 da. Core features, revenue, expense, profits, cash balance, da, da, da. AI chat accountant. So users should ask this, da, 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 da. Okay, so it just gives me what a typical solution features. There are features for the solution that I want to build, right? Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'll literally copy this, all right? I'll copy this master product prompt. Okay. Now, there you go. Let me just do the AI, Google AI Studio. Let me just search that. So Google AI Studio, right? So I think this is it. So this is it, Google AI Studio. For some of us who are just hearing this for the first time, right? So let's go. Google AI Studio. So build your ideas with Gemini. Are you seeing this? All you just need is what? Just your idea. You don't need to have technical expertise. No, you don't. Have the idea, get the right prompts, and come here to build, right? Let's go. I actually developed one earlier today, but let's look at this. So describe an app and let Gemini do the rest. So I'm going to paste that prompt here since I've copied it. All right. And then I'll build. So this app might actually take a little bit of time because it needs to generate all of this. Okay. Oh, good. All right. So this is running. And okay. So let's look at this. It's actually generating the theme, right? The background, the landing page and everything. Okay. So the interface, the user interface, right? So all of that is running from the background. So you literally don't need to write any line of code, just your idea. And this is something that you can actually present it as a proposal to businesses, approach them. All right, I can actually build this for you, right? I can literally build this for you. Get their approval, right? Maybe see how their operations, right? How they manage their operations there and customize it, because all of these, now look at this, right? So it now tells you, okay, fine, how do you want the interface to look like, the design? So is it sophisticated dark? Is it photo bento grid, right? high density, professional polish, and maybe frosted glass, all of those kind of designs. But I think I'll just go with sophisticated dark, right? Right. So select this design. So I want to go with that design. So it's actually generating my app, right? And this is something that once it's finished developing the app, right? The only thing you just need to do is click publish. But at this point, you just need to pay a little amount of money, maybe like roughly $20, right? Where they can actually be renewable, because it's similar to hosting a website. And for me, I think this is actually the best one. And let me also use this opportunity to say, if you think that AI, right, is expensive, in the next 3 to 5 years, it will even be more expensive. Trust me, in as much as the competition is there, right, it will still be very, very expensive, because the cost of training AI models, right, is rising. It takes a lot to train AI models. Trust me, it does. And as more people are coming in, they need to expand their capacity. That's why you're seeing a lot of data centers and all of that, right? Google is expanding, Microsoft is expanding, right? And maybe for those of you who are using, I was actually using 365, right? A third-party account, and I noticed that Microsoft, what these guys did, they actually did an upgrade on their security architecture, and I was actually knocked out, right? So, and I just needed to resort back to a lower version of Excel, right? So here, the good thing here is this: you don't need credits, right? So most of, maybe if you check maybe Clean AI or most of these image generation AIs, right, they'll tell you you have 60 credits for today, and maybe just you might not even create a full video. The next thing they'll tell you that your your credits is up, right, and you need to pay. You need to pay for it. But the good thing is that you can iterate your ideas on Google AI Studio, right, until you get exactly what you're looking for, right? And you can actually take this, practically your laptop, and then show it to illustrate it in real time to business owners. Oh, I developed this, and I feel your business needs this, right? And maybe they now look at whatever thing that you built, and they're like, oh, I see what you built, right? I will need an upgrade to this. Or maybe I would like to add this feature. It's very simple. You don't need to stress yourself, right? Just come here, revisit the app you developed, right? And just come over here. Look at what it says. It says make changes, add new features, ask for literally anything, right? So maybe it's an additional feature that you want. Maybe download documents for me, or maybe I need something like maybe an option, right, where I can simply import an external file, right? It will just automatically just add it, and it knows the exact place to just add, right? So let's just hold on a bit, right? Well, the whole app is created. Now, this is one very key thing you can sell out to small business owners. What idea do you have? What idea do you have? You can literally get the prompt, right, and bring it to Google AI Studio. So when you type your idea, tell ChatGPT to refine it for you, right? Because that is where the key thing is, so that you don't miss some important concepts, right? It should be refined using ChatGPT. Bring it to Google AI Studio and build your idea. Build your idea, and you can sell it. So whatever thing that maybe customers, right, or clients will pay for, you simply use it to publish the app for them. It's as simple as that, right? And I believe that most of us, we will decide, because now I really want us to take that initiative to say, I am determined to make money using AI. I will build products, right? I will build products that I will sell. If people have their apps on Play Store, right? If people have their apps on Play Store and people are paying for it, then why not? So I'm saying all of this, right, just so that our app can be developed. So this is preview, and you can literally just see the code. So maybe if you're a developer, right, you can simply do the adjustments from here, right? But while we are just waiting for our app to be ready, okay, do we have questions? Do we have questions? Do we have questions?
Yes, I have question. All these things I wasn't able to get it. My network was so bad. I'm just rejoining now. So
Okay.
I don't know if the class
It's
is
recorded.
recorded.
Yes,
Okay.
it's recorded. It's recorded.
Okay.
It's recorded. You will get it. Yes. So there are two important things I shared, right? There are two important things I shared. So one is how you can use ChatGPT to learn literally anything. Just switch it to learning mode, right? Learning mode or study mode. Trust me, you can learn literally anything. Okay, Rejoice. Um, your question. Your hand is up.
Yes. Please, it's about the question in the chat page. Sorry, not the question.
Chatbot.
What
Okay,
Miss
the prompt.
Yeah, what she said we
Okay.
should do. I'm not really getting what she said we should do there.
Okay, just copy the prompt, right? Just you can just copy it and maybe save it somewhere, right? You can have
Yeah.
access to maybe your WhatsApp. You can just send it as a message to yourself on WhatsApp, or maybe your documents or something. Just copy the prompt, right? So you can literally use it anytime. But you can as well also generate your own prompt, right? I'm just using that for illustration. Okay.
Can I see the prompts? Like, can it be dropped on the chat page here? Like the chat page on this.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's there. Can you see my screen?
No.
You can't see my screen. I actually dropped a prompt right there, but I can as well still send this prompt to you, right? So if you can't have access to this, I'll still send it.
Okay,
I can't
please.
see it. I can't see it
Yeah,
there on the chat page.
Okay, I'm seeing some hands up. Okay, Helen, you have a question, Helen.
Yes. Okay. This I saying I actually cannot copy it.
You cannot copy it.
Yes.
Okay, if you highlight, okay, this is
I
what will
try
happen.
not
I'm going to
not
share.
I,
I will share the prompt, right? I will share the prompt.
okay.
okay.
Yeah. So our
Okay,
stuff is
maybe
still.
we can just share it to Adi.
Come again.
So maybe we can just share it to our DM so that it's going to be easier for everybody.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll drop the prompt.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
But I literally want everybody, one of the assignments I want you to do, right? One of the things I want you to do, get your idea, right? What idea? Some of you will be like, I didn't mean I was a web developer. I didn't mean I was a software engineer, right? I feel like I should have built this app. So get the idea, refine it using ChatGPT, okay? Bring it to Google AI Studio and just build it and see how the app will look like, right? And you can actually use AI as well to validate that your idea is this scalable, is this marketable, right? And that's how you
Okay.
get a business. That's how you get a business started, right? You just need to add the power of persuasion, right? Learning how to communicate the value that that app has. Now, most businesses, right, they are still struggling to pay for accounting softwares. And even with accounting softwares, I know most accounting softwares right now, they have added some AI enablement, right, where they can easily use some prompts, right, to generate insights, right, from their data. And this as well, let's see what this offers us, right? So let's just hold on, right, while the app is still being built. All right, so more questions, more questions. Yes, Mr. Kingsley.
Okay. My question is, this app now that we're actually using this AI to kind of like generate or build or something. You get?
Yes.
Can this? Will there be any difference from an app that was actually developed from scratch personally, like a difference from someone who uses like the normal procedure to generate or create an app? Would there be any difference from the one used with AI to generate and the one just built from scratch to finish?
Okay.
That's actually my
Nice question. Nice question. All right. Now, people who are core mobile apps developers, right? They can easily detect that. But the thing here is that what you should prioritize more, what you should prioritize more should be, um, it should rather be the functionality and the value it has. So literally, you have nothing to lose, right? Because this is entirely based on the value that it generates, and not just the this thing, right? So there could be a little bit of spotting of differences, right? But the value should be the main point here. So are we good on that?
Yes, yes, I think. And okay,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
what I
it's
want to
okay.
know is this: can you use this
Yes,
process to like generate any kind of app, like any kind, like to generate it functionally? Like, can you actually generate any
you
kind,
just need
both
to try it.
on the social media?
You just need to try it with that your idea. Literally, it should. I use the word literally. It should. So just try. It should generate, and trust me, it will. It will. You just need to get um the right communication with your AI system, right? With that's the prompt, right? It gets everything right. It is based on how it understands your prompt. That is the output you will get. Trust me, that's the output you get. So any other question? Rejoice.
Um,
Your hand is
you
still.
said yes. I just raised it up. You said we can use Gemini to do this, right?
Listen, I am using Google AI Studio, right? But though in that Google AI
Okay.
Studio, you likely see Gemini because it's still part of what it uses.
Okay. So is that the only app required? Just the Google AI Studio?
Yeah, your Google, yeah, just need your chat GPT, right, to refine your prompts. Chat GPT is really good in refining prompts, right? I think it is, yeah. So and then your Google AI Studio, right? Those are the two we're looking at. So for ChatGPT today, we've looked at learning mode. Please, learning mode is very important. So you can learn literally anything. When I mean anything, you can literally learn anything, right?
Please
So
add this switch
yeah,
to the
so
learning. Add this switch to the
from
learning
today,
mode.
start
I
using
didn't
learning
get
mode.
it.
Yeah.
How
Start
did you
using
switch to the
learning mode.
learning mode? I was not there when you thought that when you showed them
Okay,
because my network was bad.
Yeah, I
okay,
also joined late too. So I'm not really sure.
okay, okay. It's recorded, so you still have access to it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so learning mode, and then how to build a digital product from scratch, like a product that people will literally pay for, right? So I shared the prompt, which I want everybody to go back and then put it into practice. Okay, put it into practice. Get your own idea, build it, and you're all good to go. Right. So
So can you, what you do for us? Like you can just drop the prompt on the WhatsApp group, then we can like use it to generate our own idea. Not literally like using your own prompt, but just use it to
no problem. I'll do
to
that.
get an insight. Oh, yeah, thank you.
I'll do that. Is that any other question while we are waiting? You can just unmute and ask.
Okay, sir, please, the assignment, I did not get the assignment that you gave to us properly.
Okay, the assignment is simple, right? Just practice learning mode, right? See how you can use learning mode to learn something, anything at all, right? Maybe go online, maybe just search for a company, right? Maybe something you always wanted to learn. It can even be an MBA program, right? If they provide their course outline, just take it out, they put it in learning mode and see how you can just learn based on that course outline, right? Just try it out. right? It's actually one of the best features that ChatGPT has to offer. And then also learning how to build a product, right, from scratch, right? Build an app from scratch. So first of all, I'm going to share the prompt. So use that, just generate, and then tell it, oh, build this particular stuff for me. So from this, be able to refine and give you the best prompts. Just copy that prompt, take it to Google AI Studio, right, and just paste it, and then you are good to go. So once it pastes, it's still building, because now this is sophisticated. It has a lot of components and all of that. So let's just hold on a bit, right, while this is working, all right, to give us the final output. Okay, yeah, so actually it can take a little bit of time, but so please, any question, let's just use this time to maybe answer questions. And trust me, tomorrow, our key facilitator, right, will be around. Yeah, so will be around. So you better prepare yourself, because you're going to learn a whole lot, right? You're going to learn a whole lot from him. So, and trust me, I believe we've already gotten value from um you already gotten value from what I've shared so far, right? And tomorrow be better. Yeah, so our professional will be in the house tomorrow. Okay. Um okay, this can take a little bit of time. But once it's done, right, you literally just see from the preview here, you just see what you've developed. And the good thing also is that whatever thing that is developed, it is compatible across different devices. So whether you're using desktop, you're using a tab, right, tablet, or you're using a mobile phone, right, it is flexible, right, across those different screens. Okay. Um okay. So any question? Any question again? While we are still waiting. Okay. Okay. Please confirm you can still hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you
we
hear you?
can hear you, sir.
Confirm you can still hear me.
Yes, we can.
Okay, 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 okay. So, but can you see my screen?
No, no, I can't see your screen.
No,
Can you see my screen?
no, we can't.
No, I can't.
No, sir, I can't see your screen.
Okay, sorry. Can you guys hear me? Sorry to interrupt. So I got someone saying that the WhatsApp group is locked, that they can't send a message. So I want to confirm if it's the same with every other person.
Can you see
Is the
my
Yes,
screen?
ma'am.
WhatsApp group
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I haven't
locked?
really checked. Let me do that.
Please, you guys should check. Is the WhatsApp group locked? Because
Okay,
it's not
let me
locked.
check.
All right.
Mine is out because of I can't reply anything in the WhatsApp group.
Are you serious? It's very much open. Wow.
Sorry.
Cause there's no way to type.
The WhatsApp group is
When you
low.
ask us to do, yeah.
Mine is working.
Okay, let me just try
Is my
mine.
screen is my screen still visible?
What
No,
about
no,
now?
no, no.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just now.
sorry.
Just now that
Wow.
they opened
Wow.
it. Just open now.
Please let us just
Oh,
interact in the group. We're sorry about that. All right, Mr. Philip, you can go on, sir. Sorry for the interruption. We have to fix that.
um, okay. So I'm just trying to load this. Um,
Okay, so while Philip is yet to come back, I posted a message in the chats group on this call. So you guys should, if this meet is beneficial to everyone, if you've learned something new, something exciting, just have a snapshot, a screenshot, post on your status, post anywhere, plus the link to the group. We can share it with you guys so others can benefit, register, and get ready for tomorrow because tomorrow is the big day. Thank you so much. Mr. Philip, we can't hear you. I think your mic is muted.
can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so I was just simply saying that this is the app actually. So everything is developed, right? So it has an accountant's ledger, and this is an ownership dashboard. So it just shows you a brief everything that's going on within the app, right? Accountant's ledger. It has auditor and fraud, right? So it can detect all of this, and all of this can actually be formatted, right? You can actually do most of your customizations on this. Maybe there's something that you don't want. This is for inventory stock, right? Cash flow and bank. You can do all of this. Executive forecasts, right? Literally, you can. And I think there's actually one I built earlier today, right? So if you can still, let me just go through my apps. So I think this is 4 hours ago. I actually like this. All right. And all of this depends on the prompt itself. Um, okay, it's loading my app. Just hold on a bit. But Matt, I hope you're ready to take over.
Definitely. It's
Okay.
up to them. Are you guys ready?
Okay, so this is what I actually developed. Let me just share this in full screen. All right, now this is awesome, right? You can literally add do a transaction, generate invoices, right? So look at this. You can actually add an invoice. Just put in your customer's email here, right? Your customer name, right? What was the product description, quantity, the price, and literally just send it to your customer, confirm issuance, and the invoice will be sent directly to your customer. And all of this can be achieved. This is actually powerful, right? From the transactions, you can actually import your data in CSV. Maybe if your data is in Excel, right, or Google Sheets. Now, this Google Sheets here, I actually integrated it because this is part of integrations that has been provided. You can actually integrate it to your Google Apps, right, easily, right? And all you just need to do once you've tested everything, your reports, right, can create your reports for you, which you can actually even download as a PDF, right? Um, you have your cash flow, right? It shows you a report of your cash flow, your expenses tracking, right? It does all of these things for you. And trust me, why, if you present this to businesses, why won't they want to buy into it? Sure, they would. Okay. Now, this is just simply how you do this. If you click publish here, you can literally just publish this, right? Right now, it's even telling me that up to 100 users will be able to sign in into your app, right? Just get started, and this can be shared as a URL, right? URL as a link to them, and they can start using. Everything is on Google database. You don't need to worry, but just takes a little amount of money, right? So just set up your billing, and is simply pay as you go, right? As you use, right? Based on what you're using, that's how you're paying for it. So you just have to do the analysis and then look at how much can I charge these people, right? How much can I charge these people? Once you build your solution, you can actually use this, take it to their office, and then tell them, okay, fine, I have a solution. Let's look at it together. This is what I have to offer, right? And I think this is good for your business. And there you go. You have a product. It's just for you to set it up for them, and they start using. Are you writing any code here? No. And you can always refine this. Maybe in case there's something you want to adjust, just go back and just remove this or add this feature. You have a product. And that's the good thing about Google AI Studio. Let's all do this. It's very possible, right? Are we good? Yeah, okay. Mr. Kingsley, your question before Mata takes over because of time.
Okay. My question is, all of these details in on the
Yes,
app, all of these details, like all of these estimations, like on the app,
yes.
can they be like let me
Understood.
say you want to really,
What they
you
stand for.
understand?
What
Can
they stand for.
no can they really be a detail, like can they actually be brought to like a zero aspect where like a company you want to actually work with, like with the app,
Yes.
can you actually
Sure,
bring all
sure.
of them to zero so that from scratch they will know what exactly they are doing with the app, or something like that?
Yes, of course, sure. Sure. It can, right? All you just need to do is just connect it, right? That's why if you look at the app, right, it shows let's just say from transactions, right? Now all of these are just done just so that it can just be shown how the app functions, right? So even in my company, as we are building the interface of our software, right, we use some dummy data just so that we can illustrate it to our customers. Because if the thing is totally blank, right, they might not really appreciate the functionality of the platform. Do you understand? So you can simply connect it to Google Sheets, right? So let's get a real data and then use. So you can either import it as CSV, a file format, or Google Sheets. Just import it and everything will be displayed. So all of these are just to show you how, because if everything is blank, right, you might not really get the beauty and the functionality of this platform, right? Is that clear?
Yeah, sure, I get it.
Thank you.
I get it.
Okay, so I think Mata, you should take over. Thank you so much. Martha, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I'm with you.
All right, so I can stop sharing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I was actually waiting for you to say something else, but I guess you don't have anything. If I move on. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Okay. So we're going to have another interactive session, and this session is on AI for branding. So before we go on, I just want us to take a little break because I think this is an hour. So let's take a little 2 to 5 minutes break. You know, stretch your hands, go drink water, charge up, whatever you need to do. Invite your friends, invite others, because we're about to get into something interesting, branding. You know, businesses, they all need branding right now, and it's one of the key things that you can use AI to achieve. So I'm just going to give us like 5 minutes to go freshen up, stretch our hands and whatever. So I'll be here in 5 minutes time. Thank you.
Mr. Kingsley, is that a question? I saw you
Yes, sir.
raising your hand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Is the question. Okay, okay. Um, I just remembered something now. Just like, okay, let me just see if actually I can actually just ask the question anyhow.
Yes,
This
please.
this app, we are actually generating from Google and all of
Good.
that. You get?
Ye-
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. Can can it actually work like with, let me say, with an automation with any other app? Let me say something like a Facebook or a WhatsApp, or like an automation that could actually from the app kind of like make, okay, if you're doing anything with WhatsApp or you're doing anything with Facebook, you can actually connect it from the app you built from this Google, like you get, like a response
Yeah.
thing from this app to WhatsApp to this, from this app to YouTube, from this app to Facebook and all of that, a response kind of thing, an automation. Can it work even with the app?
Oh, okay. Sure. Right. There are some apps that you can simply just click. Maybe they can use integration with integrating social media handles, right? So maybe from here you can click to go to our social media handles, maybe click to visit our Instagram, click to visit our LinkedIn, and all of that, right? It's very possible. Just put it in the prompt, right? Just add it, make sure that it's added to the prompt you get, and maybe even the initial prompt it wasn't there, you can just add it, right? Just say, oh, apply these changes to the app. I want it to do this. Just communicate, right? The essence of um the essence of that platform is to build your idea. So any idea you have, just communicate it, and it will definitely build. So I want each and every one of us to build something, right? Build something, right? And then even more of like, you can post it online. Post it online. Oh, I built this. I attended this Profits Lab through, and tag us actually, tag the community, right? And I was able to build this for, right? So if you're a brand that requires this, or if you're a business that requires this, reach out to me. I will build it for you. Sure. Right? Okay. Helen. Well, Mr. Kingsley, did you get what I said? Did I answer your
Yes.
question?
Yes, yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes,
So
yes, you did.
Your, Helen, your hand is up.
Doesn't have a laptop, so can I use my phone to do all this?
Okay. I haven't tried it with phone, but it can. It's simply a web this thing, so you can it can generate, and the whatever app that it's going to build for you, right? It's compatible across different screens. Okay. So it's compatible, so it can be seen as mobile, right? In mobile view, in a tab view, and also even in a laptop view, right? Desktop view. So you can as well use your phone. So two important things before Martha, sorry, I'm eating into your time, but two important things, right? That we learned today, and Martha is going to add the third one, learning mode. I know for some of us, we are just discovering that for the first time, but it's actually one of the sweetest parts of using ChatGPT. I love it so much, right? And number two, you can build your idea. So you don't need to go to most of those AI web builders that will require you to, use credits to generate or do things, right? Build your idea. As they're building, all you just need to do, tell it to businesses. I can do this for you. Illustrate it to them. See, this is how it works. I think you need one. And they'll be like, how much? Okay, this is it. And you literally build it for them and publish it for them. Short and simple. So you don't need to publish it and then you now start hopping around looking for people to patronize you, right? But rather build, showcase it to them and tell them, I can literally build the same thing for you. And they'll be like, okay, how much? You tell them, and then you build it for them and publish it with their money. I hope that makes sense. All right. Is your hand still up? Maybe was that another question from you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead with the question.
Sorry, I'm going to. I've forgotten about the question. When I remember, I'm going to ask.
Okay, you can drop it.
Sorry, okay,
Okay,
now I
or maybe you
remember.
can drop
The
it.
learning code, the learning code that you talk about, is it an app? Is it an app?
The learning what?
The learning
The
mode that
learning
you're
mode.
talking about.
Learning mode.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so the thing is this, just by default, initially as of then, I noticed when I started using learning mode, right, on ChatGPT, it was just there in if you click on different mode, you'll just see it. But I think now that particular option is no more there. You just go online, just go to your Google search tab, right, and just put ChatGPT learning mode, right? You just see it there. You just click on it, and then it will take you there, right? It will still take you to ChatGPT, but the mode, right, at which ChatGPT will respond to you, right, will be in a test and evaluation form, right? It will teach you and also evaluate you. I'm going to share. Okay, I think what I'll do is that I will share the link as well. The learning mode, I'll share the link, right, as I'm sharing the prompt to building products with AI. Are we good on that now? I hope that answers your question better. Okay, Martha, please take over because of time.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
All right, so are we prepared for the next class? Are we overwhelmed? Because the first session was something else. Before we move forward, can you guys hear me? I need a response and interaction.
Yeah, we
I
can.
can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you, ma.
All right, all right. So just give me a little, like 5 seconds. All right, so good evening. I was even carried away. I was like, I feel we should just continue because the session was just fire, fire, fire. All right, so today, in this session, we are looking at AI branding for small businesses. First of all, my name is Mata Ross Phillips. Mata Daisy Ross Phillips. I am a brand strategist. Um, I'm a tech evangelist. I've been in the tech industry for over 10 years. So we've had experiences, with tech, even before AI came in. And I'm also a designer, a brand designer to be precise. So today we're going to be looking at a part of branding that has to do with the designs because branding is quite broad. Please, if you're hearing me, just let me know. If I'm too fast, let me know. Sometimes I can be too fast. If I'm too dull, let me know too. So you guys should someone should unmute their mic. No, Mr. Philip, unmute your mic and let me know. Am I too fast? Am I too slow? Am I too loud? Am I too?
No, you're
Yeah, okay,
just
ma.
right.
All
You're
right.
okay.
Yeah, okay, ma.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so today we're looking at AI branding for small businesses. I don't know if you noticed, every asset we have been using, apart from the flyers, are AI generated. I had to quickly go generate my slide with AI. After seeing Philip's slide made with AI, I was like, okay, let's make everything sum up. They're talking about AI, so let's just use it for everything. And this is AI generated. Unfortunately, this is a free version, so that's why it has to be done on their platform. They don't allow you to download. So that's the downside of it, except you subscribe. So we're looking at AI branding for small businesses. Um, I know almost everyone here is into one business or the other, whether you have a physical space or not, you are selling your services. I mean, with the condition of Nigeria, everybody is doing one thing or the other to make money. So this is actually very important. Okay. I'm going to start with saying that most small business owners, they don't really struggle because they have bad products, because we can attest that there are good products everywhere, but most of them struggle because their brand looks different everywhere on their different touch points. Their brand looks different on, their flyer. It looks different on, even when you go to the shop, even the packaging, it all looks different. So that is one thing that makes most product not to sell. It's not that the product is bad. Um, Most times the appeal is it's so different from the other. So it makes people not to trust the product, you know. So with that, we are going to be looking at how to maintain consistency. Basically, we're going to look at maintaining consistency in visual designs. All right. Visual designs when you are creating any design, any visual with AI, because that's one major problem with AI. And from Philip's class, you will notice um, he had to use AI to even generate prompt. I do that. I thought I'm the only one that does that. Sometimes when you're tired and maybe you're back from a very stressful day, you need to achieve a task. I'm like, AI, what's the best way to put this prompt? I just put the prompt in my own tired language, give this as a premium prompt and all of that, and AI does the work, and it makes it much easier. So we're going to go straight into it. Okay. Before I go to the next, I just want to say this. Most people are scared of using AI because they feel like prompting is not an easy thing, right? They feel like prompting is for PhD holders, right? It's not, but you have to know how to prompt, because the secret is in the prompting. With the right prompting, AI can help you. That's for sure. And that's what Philip has been showing over and over again. And now he has shown you the secret that most people use, to generate prompts. So it's not like they are the best in English. I don't know if you've seen where people are doing classes online and you're seeing prompts, in their comments. You're like, is that this person an English student or something like that? But no, they discovered how to leverage AI, to prompt for them. So that's one of the secrets. And yeah, so let's move on to the next. So before we go into the whole 4C framework, the whole technical aspect, I just want to give a little talk on branding. Okay, so AI branding is simply using AI tools to help you create and maintain a consistent brand identity. You would attest that one of the reasons why you're able to, keep on going to certain follow some persons online, you would attest that they have good visuals, right? Please, everyone should respond. They have good visuals that are corresponding. But if you go to a page, even a business page, and you see that there is no correspondence in their messaging, in their visuals, you feel like, this is a cheap brand, right? Please, you guys should unmute. I love interactive sessions. I actually love one-on-one because of interaction. Let me know when the network is flicking on. Okay, so that's where it comes in.
Go on.
All right. Okay, I see you, Miracle and Rejoice. Okay, so that's where branding comes in, and in this we are going to look at when we're talking about branding in this aspect, we're looking at the brand colors, the font, typography, tone of voice. I know most of us here are not designers, right? Most of us here are not designers, and but these are things to look out to. Tone of voice, yeah, tone of voice.
Yes.
I would appreciate if you guys are taking notes too, because not everything is on the slides. Because I want everybody to be attentive. Okay, I saw you, Udwa Obong, Monday, right? Yeah. So tone of voice, image style, product presentation style, social media and website visual consistency. So all of these come up together to make up the brand's visual consistency online, because this is a internet era. So you have to be online. In order to roll online, you have to look appealing. Number two, you have to follow consistency in your visuals. If not, you're going to lose the audience. No matter how great your product is, if you have a very bad visuals, you're going to lose them. It is a very general law. You're going to lose them. But once you see a top-notch design, you can even attract people with just a top-notch design and a poor quality product. Then it's probably when they have tested the product, they find out that, oh, this is quack, and they don't come back. But your online presence is very important, and brand consistency is very important. So let me give an example of what I mean by brand consistency. Let's say that your business sells skincare, skincare, fashion, food, digital products, or crafts. AI can help you generate branded mockups, right? For most of those products. If you're into, let's say you're selling chin, peanuts, granules, and they are bottled, AI can actually help you generate mockups. Mockups are like, if you don't have the money to pay for product photography, you don't have the money to pay for photography of that product, then that's where people now use mockups. So they have a realistic presentation of their products. So those are mock-ups. So AI can help you generate branded mock-ups, product images, captions, website copy, design directions that all feel like they come from one business, which is what we are looking at here. So before we get to the 4C framework, all right, like I said, I didn't put everything in here, okay, because I wanted to get everybody's attention. Hope you guys are with me. If you're lost, just signify. Okay, all right, I can see everyone. So we're going to look at why brand consistency matters. I know this is not the first time we've heard it. We've attended other classes that talks about brand consistency, you know, even when it comes to content creation, consistency, but why does it matter? Not everybody knows that. So the first paramount thing is that consistency builds trust. You notice that the more you show up for something, the more people trust you. Nobody would trust a pharmacist that just opened one day. Would you give that person your butt for him to choke your injection? I'd like to get our responses. Just one day he opened and you're going to him. You wouldn't do that. Thank you, Helen. That's hilarious. That's the power of consistency. But when you say that that pharmacist have been opened, you know, year in, months in, week in, year out, he has been coming and you've seen people go in and out. People actually go in and out if they are actually being healed, you know, after his medications. But if you notice that people do not go there in and out, that they reduce it, it sends the message that, oh, he's not good at his job, or he sells bad product, or he's doing something that is chasing people. So you won't dare to go there. So that's the number one reason for consistency. It builds trust. Okay, Udwak, you've never been a tech person, just learning from scratch. AI is like a shortcut from Corridor for design. Okay, AI branding. It's not really a shortcut, but it's just what a tool you can use to make things faster. If you don't have the money to pay a designer, you can use AI, and it saves you time. It doesn't make the work much easier, but it saves time. Just like the applications, the websites that you create from AI, it doesn't make the work much easier, but it saves you the time to do something while you are here to get the human resource. So I wouldn't say it's like a shortcut from CorelDRAW for designs, but then yeah, and to get the best out of AI for branding, you have to use premium, which is what Philip was also saying. You have to use premium, you know. So yeah, I get your point though. I get your point though. It's just to help out. I mean, I'm a designer. I currently use design. In fact, there was a design I did. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can share anything here. There was a design I did recently, church design, and so it was within a short time. I always give myself a time frame of 5 hours for delivering a client project. It's not an easy one, but that's how I tax myself. So, and I saw, oh my God, that there was something missing. There was something missing because of the time and because of I have been exhausted, you know, mentally exhausted. So I saw that I had inspiration, but then there was something missing to make it realistic. So I did something. I created the concept of the background. I merged a lot of elements to it, and I had to use AI. Okay, AI, make this realistic. I did some prompting. I didn't just say make it realistic, you know, so that it doesn't AIify it too much, if you get that grammar. And I ended up using it in making the work much easier. So even designers use AI now. Designers use AI, but that's a whole different topic. They use AI for prompting. So the power is all in how you prompt AI. So let's move on to the next. Okay, so the next reason why consistency matter is that consistency improves recognition. Okay, we are talking about visuals, even in copy, you know, the write-ups, the message. Consistency improves recognition because when people notice how your visuals look, for example, if you go through the STIIC flyer, how many of you have seen that? You will notice a consistency, right? You will notice a level of consistency in how the message is, you know, being shared out. I would like to get your response in the comment section, there is a consistency in it. So even other top brands, you notice that their flyer, even their packaging has consistency. In messaging, there is consistency. So consistency improves recognition. If you see Coca-Cola right now, you're going to recognize it even without the logo of Coca-Cola. You can recognize it, right? Because they have built consistency in their visual system, in their messages. So even the sight of red, the first thing that comes to your mind is Coca-Cola. It's as if they are the ones that own the color red. So that's what consistency does. It improves recognition. The next is that consistency helps sales. Just like we were saying something about the pharmacy. If people notice inconsistency in your products, they notice inconsistency in your product design, your product packaging, you know, your messaging, even how your write-ups on social media, how it is arranged, the kind of words you, if they notice that, it makes them build trust with you and want to connect with you, and it improves sales automatically. So moving on to the next is that consistency saves time. How does consistency save time? Now, in relation to consistency in AI branding, you know, once you define your brand style includes, like I mentioned before, your brand color, your tone of voice, you know, fonts, typography, the elements, your patterns, how you arrange your designs. If once you define your brand style, AI can help you reproduce it faster. So that's what AI branding is, reproducing designs faster. Okay, so that's it. And I just want to highlight once again that branding is not just about looking nice, okay? It's about being recognizable, believable, and memorable. All right, so yeah. So before we go further, I just want to highlight something. And please, I would like us to unmute our mics because we'll be interactive here. This is a workshop, right? So before we get into the nitty-gritty, how to prompt, there are some things we need to look into so that you would understand, since most of us here are not really designers, we need to understand this concept before you can apply it. Because if I just go into how to prompt, you guys will get confused, you know. So I'm going to look at, I want us to look at why, you know, some mistakes small businesses make with their branding, their visual branding. And number one is that they use random colors every week. How many of us have noticed that? Please make use of your emoji and the chat. They use random color. You don't even know the color. This moment they're on green. This moment they're on red. Like, what is your color? You know, so they use random color every week. So there's no form of consistency. There's no way you can trust such people. If they can't be consistent in color, they can't be consistent in the quality of their products. Rhetorically, though. The next is that the next mistake that small businesses usually make is that they create different logo styles on different platforms. Some of us here may be guilty, right? It's understandable. Most are small businesses. You do not have the money to pay for designers, you know, or the experts. It's understandable, but we need to know the mistakes that we make and how it affects. So then second mistake is that they create different logo styles on different platforms. So most small businesses don't have logo, so they just use different symbols that relate to their business that they see online, and they'll use different logos. That's like the worst height of it, you know, and that is not a good sign for your small business. It's so important. It's very important, as important as your products. Okay. So the next mistake that most small businesses make is that they post product images with no visual pattern. What do I mean by visual pattern? They just post images. There's nothing that when you see this symbol or this pattern, you're going to know that, okay, it's related to this brand. They don't do that. They just post the image, they just post it like that. But these things, you know, build the consistency. And when we make these mistakes, it's killing our consistency, it's killing the trust with your audience. So the next is the next mistake most people make, and it's very rampant. If you're guilty of this, raise your hand. using AI without giving it brand direction. It seems everybody is innocent of this. None of you have used AI to create a design without giving it direction. Aha, aha. Yeah, so this is one mistake we made. Thank God for this workshop that we are having. Mr. Philip has done a lot. Even the session we'll have tomorrow have done a lot. Even the session we're having now is going to do a lot, because AI is as powerful as you make it, like I would always say. And the power is in the prompting. It's whatever you give AI that it gives to you. So if you just say, AI, create a design for my business. This is my logo. This is the write-up. Create the design. It is for this. Lie. AI will just give you a generic design. They'll just give you a random stuff, because it's even a human being. You can't tell a designer, create a design for you have to explain explicitly to the designer, okay, this is what I want, this is the purpose of this, these are our audience. So don't treat AI as if AI is in your mind. The way a human being is not in your mind is the way AI is not in your mind, because that's how some people feel, and they use AI and it's not producing result, and they will leave it and say, AI is useless, AI cannot replace us. That's a lie. It's from how you use it. So the next mistake is most people make is, this may sound a bit insulting, but I'm just going to say it as it is. Generating images that look nice, but they don't match the business. In other words, generating images that look nice, but are useless. Because imagine, I would always say this, imagine, let's say you tell AI to create a flyer, or even though you use a designer, and the design, they use the concept of a techie style, with the whole, how techy flyers can be, and they use it for a farm design. Does it make sense? It wouldn't make sense. So it may look nice, but it does not match the business. So which is why AI branding is very, very important. And the next mistake most small businesses make is, maybe you see one fine flyer, one fine design style that they did in a church flyer. Let me just use human designers now, before we even come to AI designers. Now tell a designer, please, I want this as it is. Just replicate this design. Don't change and give it the flashy look. I want this flash. I want this golden look and all of that. You're just copying trends, but they don't fit the brand. Most people do that even to AI. They will give AI a church flyer design because they like it. They'll say, replicate this design, but for my business. And AI will go and give you church style for a corporate business. Abba now. So these are some mistakes we make as small businesses. I had to highlight it because it's very important we all find out the places we make mistake. Everyone has made this mistake as a small business. So when you look at this now, you see how all of them are affecting your brand's visual consistency. They are killing your trust. Remember, consistency builds trust, right? Branding is about consistency, so it builds trust. But when there's no consistency, even in how your business is being represented visually, it kills the trust from the people. Okay, so now we are going to get into the more technical part of it. So how many of you guys have been with me? Just signify it. I don't like the fact that our mics are turned off. Someone should say something. I love interactive sessions. Okay.
The class I'm doing well, ma.
Okay. All right. That's why I usually love physical meetup, because you need to feel the vibes one-on-one. All right. So the next thing we're looking at is the 4C framework for brand consistency. So the 4C framework is they are simply, how to use AI for brand consistency, and they're all in C. So that's why it's called the 4C framework. Okay, the last C is here. So the first C here is clarity. I want us to bring our pen and paper out. Please make sure you're taking notes. You can post it you can be typing in the WhatsApp group. That would be nice, so that it will be pinned there for you. So the first C for AI brand consistency is clarity. Now, I'm going to mention some questions that you need to ask yourself to get clarity on what you want for your designs, for your brand consistency, okay? Whether it is copy, by copy I mean write, or whether it is the write-up you want to work on, or the designs, or anything, even the website that we'll be looking at tomorrow, whatever that is, you first need clarity, which is like the one of the strategic part of branding. So you ask yourself these questions: what do you sell? Please make sure you're writing. Well, I'm going to ask those questions. What do you sell? The second thing you ask yourself is, who do you sell to? Okay. Then the third thing you should ask yourself is, what feeling should your brand create? Remember, when you look at Coke, anything about Coke visuals, you know, their motto is test the feeling. And literally anything about their design, you feel like drinking it. Am I right? Anything about just the design alone, whether you see it on social media or you see it on their carton or anything, you feel like drinking Coca-Cola. So that is what they have been able to achieve from their brand consistency. Then the next question you ask yourself is, what colors describe your brand? This one, I know there's one mistake most business people make. You want to create a design or something, and you're like, use pink because pink is my favorite color, or use purple because purple is my favorite color. So our ladies, yeah, I get you of that. But no, that is not what you should do for your brand color. There's such a thing as color psychology. Okay. The color for your brand should be in line with the personality of your brand, not your favorite color. That's what most people make. Use green, just use green. You're giving a designer a work. You say, okay, just use green. No, they're telling you, oh, sir, this color is not, no, use green. That is what I want. I'm paying you for that. How many of us are guilty of that? But that is not it, okay? The color you use for your brand should be the personality of a brand. Is such a thing as brand personality, okay? And that is what this question, what feeling should your brand create, that's what is answering. Then the next question you should ask yourself is, what style fits your business? Now there are different kinds of styles. Styles are like it's also like personality, your tone of voice. What style should it fit? We have like luxury, playful, clean, feminine, modern. Like I said, you cannot use a church design style for a business. Imagine your business flyer, there's like dove, there's like heaven, and there's like dove, and you now put for sale. I don't know what that product will be. It wouldn't sell. Okay, so these are questions you ask to give yourself clarity, to give the AI clarity. Okay, we're going to use this test in prompting. How many of you are with me? If you're with me, just signify. And if you're getting what I'm saying, just signify, just signify. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, so we're going to go to the next contest. Remember, after this, we're going to actually use this to make a prompt. All right, so the next C for AI branding is consistency. In consistency, sorry, contest, right? Oh my goodness. I think, oh, sorry. For me, my mistake. Okay. I just tried out this AI model today, so I didn't know it was this shaky. So the next is contest. So what contest, what are we talking about? Like the word you know, like the word means, you know, when prompting AI, you need to include context in your prompting. So number one context is the product type. Let's say you want to create a mock-up. You're doing a chin business and you're like, AI, create a packaging for my chin. What product type? Is it the bottled packaging? Is it the I think, I don't know what they call that sealable pack. If someone can help us in the is it that packaging or what? So you signify the product type. Then under content, you have to signify the audience. Audience is very important. One, I work with AI every day because of I give AI every details. So down to the audience, and even in audience, you don't just say people that eat chin chin or peanut or Nigerians. No, break it down. Okay, even though your audience are Nigerians, which circle exactly in Nigeria are you selling to? Is it to the local? Is it to the rich? In the rich category, which circle of audience, so you need to be explicit in these things. So the second context is to highlight is the audience, and the third is brand colors. Like I said, brand colors is very important. I know I'm a designer, so I've been able to track, I can track AI design, AI generated design. And number one thing, for example, if you use ChatGPT loves anything brown, golden. Have you guys noticed? If you tell ChatGPT or AI to generate an image, they like having this golden feel. You guys should signify, or you guys do not notice that, or you guys have not created designs with AI, or am I alone? Okay, Uzoma is like you're in this clique. So I've noticed it that they like making shiny, golden like stuff. So, but that's why you need to signify your brand color. You need to signify your brand color, and if you don't have a brand color, that is where you now employ the service of a design. Okay, even though you cannot pay them, at least you have a design friend, ask them. Even though you don't have a brand, style, you don't have a brand visual set out, you can ask them, okay, this is my brand, what color would be best? Or you can even ask AI, this is my brand, we don't have any logo or any brand style at all, but I'm curious, what color would be best for it? This is our personality. This is how we want people to see us. AI can help you highlight different colors and all of that, and you look at the one that, at least to your level of understanding, that fits the business. So that's, we're using AI in this. You now see how all of this are making sense. So the next thing content to highlight is visual style. By visual style, there are some styles that look playful. There are styles that look young and cool, Gen Z-ish. There are styles that look techy, very corporate. Those are, for example, the corporate style, it's very common. Those are the ones that are like, for example, you see STIIC, we're using like a corporate style, square, edgy, straight to the point. Everything will be very much aligned and all of that. So there are different styles. You have to highlight the style you want. If it's a farm, if you want a free form, if you want an artistic style, you highlight that. If you don't know styles by their name, you can go and learn. They taught you guys learning mode, right? Use the learning mode. Okay, AI, I don't know anything about design. Can you take me on a class on graphics design or these things so that I can be able to prompt properly? AI will help you, So the next thing, context to highlight, is the platform you are going to post it and the use case. Platform is very important. For example, there are square-shaped design. They call that 1:1 design. And there are different social media that it is specifically square shapes. Please, if you're with me, signify. Someone should unmute your mic and say something. Unmute your mic and say something. Okay. I don't know why you guys are scared of unmuting your mic. I mean, I heard beautiful voices before now, but anyways, let's continue. Okay.
Yeah.
So signify the platform that you want to use it on. There are some platforms that you can use this how do I portrait size, which is this long design. I'm trying to explain it in a way that a common man can understand. Like STIC, we have a square shape and we have a long design. So different platforms have their different design needs, so that you do not lose people. The important information will not be lost in the places that the platform will hide it. So that's why it's important to highlight this. So for those who have missed it, under context, please highlight product type, audience, brand colors, visual style, the platform. Okay, very important. So the next C we're looking at is consistency. Woo! We've been talking about consistency, and consistency is showing up here. So what's consistency? It's about reusing the same instructions repeatedly. So consistency, you use the same color palettes. Since you're talking about business, all right, business, you're talking about consistency in your visual design. So color palette should be consistent. Use same background style, use the same mood, you know, the same presentation guide, the same tone. All right. And I just want to say this, that in order to maintain consistency, it's advisable that you create an account with your business email. I have, let's say, for example, my ChatGPT, I do have that of my personal account. I do have that of my business account, you know, so that for business, even my Gemini, I use Gemini more often. I'm a Google user, you know. So for business, anything business, I log in with my business accounts. Then anything personal, I log in because I'm trying to, one thing about AI is trained. So how you use AI is it just using up everything you are searching in their, you know, platform to be able to answer you. So for my business now, I use it to work on some copies, on designs, some documentations, you know. So I make sure that my business is strictly for business. So whatever search I'm making on my business, I'm being careful with whatever I'm searching, you know, so that it will follow up that consistency. And I make sure that there are certain prompts that I repeat and repeat. I would say, remember to follow this, because sometimes AI can be stubborn. I don't know if I'm the only one that sees it. AI can be stubborn at times. Yes, there is yes, but it's not really called learner's mode. So maybe in another class we can look at that. I use Gemini to learn actually. Gemini is like my personal professor. I use it to learn. There are flashcard system. Gemini can quiz you. No quiz that they can actually rate you instantly. Gemini has that. So for me, Gemini is like, for me, it's one of my best when it comes to learning, because it connects easily with Google search engine. Okay, we're clear on that, right? Okay, so let's move on. So we're done with consistency. Consistency is just being consistent in the instructions you give the AI. Repeat it, reuse, so that it will learn it till it get used to it. That is the thing about AI. So the next C, the final C, the fourth C is correction. So if you are, let's say if you're applying for any AI training and they don't tell you the secrets, run from that training. It's one of the deepest secrets. It's yet easy, simple, but not everybody knows it. And what is that secret? Correction. Never use the first result that AI gives you. Never use the first result that AI gives you. The first result is almost like a test run. It may look good, but retry it, rerun it to get the best results from that your prompt. Okay, so that is under correction. So when you get let's say the design from AI, ask yourself, does this design look like my business? Don't just accept it because it's AI that created it. Does it look like my business? If it doesn't, rerun it. Rerun it. Then the second question you would ask yourself is, would my clients or my customers recognize this design as my business? So correction is very important when using AI. Okay, if you want to get the best out of AI, don't avoid the first results, even though it may look perfect, but rerun it, reuse it to get the best. Still, I think, is it reiterate, but what's the word I'll use? Reprompt it. Tell it that if you're not good with the result, tell AI, I'm not okay with this. It is looking like, don't just say AI, I'm not okay with this. Be very explicit why you're not okay with this or why it's not looking good. AI, this result is not looking so nice. This design is not looking nice because this. Maybe this text is not well positioned, or this is spelled wrongly, or the color you use is sending this message, and it's not good for my brand. Don't just tell AI this is not good or redo it. No, go into details. AI, this is not working because of this. Okay, so that is under correction. All right, so and I'm going to say that the smartest way to use AI for branding is not to ask it for random beautiful things. Okay, it is to train yourself like you're undergoing these trainings right now, to give AI a consistent brand system. Okay, so all of this even applies to copy, write-ups, maybe for your social media. I need a write-up for your post. All of this, applies to it. Don't just take the first write-up that AI gives to you and say, it's fine, it's AI. No, reiterate, if you're not getting the message, I always tell people that work with me, if you're using AI and you yourself, you're not feeling the message, you are not even moved to buy from yourself, please redo that write-up. Okay, so before we get into the practical aspect, does anyone have questions? I know some questions will be there, so if you have questions, you can go ahead and ask. I'm waiting for us. Questions.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, roughly me, I'm not a business person and say a student.
It doesn't matter, but go
Okay.
on. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
okay. But all of these things that have been shared, you can apply it even to yourself. Let's say even as a student. Okay, Udwak, you shared while using Google Gemini to generate images, what prompt do I use to get that start? AI logo out of the okay. Udwak is all about just show us how to use this. Uh yeah, that Gemini logo, I know. Number one, Gemini is not the best when it comes to image generation. Let's know that. It's not the best. I use Gemini too, but I know how I use it. It's advisable you use GPT, or other platforms. But for that, Gemini image quality is already very low. If you have noticed, Udwak is already very low. So even though I said you should use, there are already AIs that remove watermark. Yeah, there are watermark removers and they are AI powered. But if you use this platform, by the time you are re-downloading it, your quality reduced by far. So that's why I wouldn't advise you use Gemini for image generation. I don't know if that is clear, because the image quality will be poor. But there's another way. You can, okay, so if you generate an image with Gemini, you can use a platform, just search for watermark remover. So there are some AI watermark remover that will allow you to, remove the watermark on it for free. Sometimes it comes out to it, sometimes it doesn't. And once they remove it, you can re-download it. So if the quality is too poor, you can try uploading to ChatGPT. Udrak, are you with us? Upload to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to increase the picture quality, and see what ChatGPT can do for you. So that can work. Okay, but Gemini is not the best in image generation. I'm going to be honest. I said you want to use for some certain things. They're not the best. They are best in research work, in learning. They now have features of creating music and all of that, but most of them are still testing. And if you need images for academics, for me, I feel like they're best in academic, like anything in academics, learning, research work. They're best in that. But images, no, they're nowhere to be found. Okay. So down to what we have learned. All right. What do we use? What do we use? Okay. All right. Um, so let's get to the practical aspects. Are we ready? Please use your emoji. Let's know. Helen, you have a question.
Yes, ma. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I want to ask if I want to use sorry, I want to ask if I want to use ChatGPT to make a picture. Like how will it do? Because I try using it and it's going to change my face, it's not going to look like me. So I don't know how I'll do that. It's still going to be exact my face, then maybe I don't know.
That's where the
Like
power of
you get what
prompt.
I'm saying.
Yes, yes, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
That's why we say chat AI, any AI model, they will not do anything good unless you prompt it properly. Okay, it's the instructions you give it that actually make them to be powerful. All right. So for that, I anything that has to do with images, me, I try to avoid myself going there, but anything that has to do with images, I explicitly say, tell GPT or Gemini, whatever I'm using, maintain the facial look, the facial expression, do not change anything, just find the right grammar to use. Do not change anything, how the eyebrow is, the lip, the makeup is, do not change it. If you want to change maybe the physical positioning in the image, you tell it, give it the direction on how you want them to stand. Or better still, um, it works perfectly when you drop a sample image. You know what I mean by a sample image?
No ma.
Sample image, like, okay, you can go online, uh, let's say, um, what do we use? Okay, female photo, sorry, photo shoots. Okay, female photo shoot posture, right? You guys can see my screen, right?
No ma, I cannot see your screen.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you can see different postures. So you go online, look for the posture you're looking for, or you can even take a picture of yourself standing that way, even though you're wearing a different kind of clothes, even though it's a house clothes. Stand, post yourself that way. I think people need to learn to even use their images. There are some images I want to generate. I would be the one to do the posture. I would take myself, either it is full or it is half. I would take that picture, then I would take it to AI, and I would use a different image. Even with that another image face, the prompting I will give AI is, I love this posture, maintain this posture, but change the face, change the clothes to this. You describe the type of clothes you want, or you can go search the image of the type of clothes you want to have. If you want to change from skirts to jean, you can go download the picture of the jean or trouser you want to have. So you tell AI, just have all of those images there, upload it to the AI and say, okay, let's do a practical. I'm already on the web. um okay, so let's use this. You guys are seeing my screen.
No ma, I cannot see your screen.
I can see your
No,
screen.
I
I think it's
can't. It
network.
shows then. At times it
Okay.
goes off, but not, right now it's not.
I
Can
can
others
see
see my
your
screen?
screen. I think it's just network from their end.
Okay. All right. Uh, so because I don't like using my face for any of those experiments, because AI can do I don't want that too. But we downloaded this. I'm looking for a different face to use. Um, okay. I'm going to save this too. I didn't want to do. Okay. So you choose the create image function, uh, add photos. You can see, you're seeing that I'm highlighting the two ladies, right? And open. So I've added it. And surprisingly, they look a bit alike, so it may be easier, just that one is black, one the lady is black, then the other lady is fair. So let's say I okay, let's say something like I love the posture of the black lady. Maintain her facial, uh, maintain her body posture and clothing, but change her face and skin complexion to that of the white lady. We don't know how this will come out. That's prompting is experimenting too, but you have to take your time, because if you're using premium, every search, every prompt you make, you are using your token, and that's your money going. That's if you're using premium. And the completion of the white lady. Uh, what else? I love the posture of the black lady. I have typo there, but maintain her body posture and clothing, but change her face and skin complexion to that of the white lady. Change the white so to pink, to pink color. Because of time, because you're supposed to think about your prompt, but let's see how this comes out. I'm scared this might be. Hope AI does not do something scary. AI, please don't give us something scary. Because AI can create a juju for you, to look like all those your ancestors' idols. So prompting is not an easy work. Okay, it's something you take time, you learn, you train yourself in it, because you're supposed to sit down, think deeply. We're actually rushing, so I don't know how this will come out. I pray it comes out well. Because AI, you need to explain. AI is not human being. Human being, you can even just be shaking your head and the human being understands what you're saying, because they're human beings and they have lived life. Or AI, you need to speak plainly, and you have need to speak the right language to them. I'm scared of how this will come out. Oh my god.
It will
Oh,
definitely come out now.
it did come out, but you gave a white lady a braid. That's a culture failure. A white lady can never be with a braid. I forgot to talk about the hair, but it did come out way. It actually did. If we go back here, let's go to the It actually did come out well. This is the black lady, if we can see it clearly, and this is the white lady. It's just I didn't to say anything about the hair. That's the problem. So this is why in prompting you need to be very explicit. The context is very important. You see all those things we were sharing now. It's very important. State everything. Don't just tell it. Change and put the black face. AI can do everything. So I think that answers your question, right? Helena, right?
Yes, ma.
So
Because of this has been disturbing me since, because I'm trying to make a
a
let's say photo
portrait
shoot for
photo.
myself.
Yeah, we would have done that, but
So
we've
my
already
birthday
done
is
it.
next month. Because I'm trying to make a photo shoot. It's not working and it's really frustrating.
You can share your prompt with us. Let us see what the problem is. But from what you shared, you see how we were very plain. As short as the prompt is, we were very specific, telling it, don't change the posture, just change the face and the skin tone. If you are told AI to just change the face, it will give you that white lady's face on a black body and it won't really go well. But we didn't talk about the hair. So if you're working on your photo portraits, right? Be very explicit. Go online. Let's search portrait, because a lot of people do that. A lot of people are struggling with it, and people are making money from that, just creating portrait image. But it's actually simple. Portrait image post pose, right? Yeah. So you go online. It's still loading. Uh, rich. Okay, let's say rich women, because everybody wants to have a rich portrait post, right? So when you search, specify what you're looking for, you go online, you see what you like. There are different portraits, or you can search African, rich African, I don't know, you know. So look for the portrait you like, download it the way we did this other one. Then you upload your own image. Then you give it a prompt. So can you try that now, Helena, on your own? Don't just post your picture. Don't just post your
Okay,
picture.
ma.
Yeah.
Because of
The mistake,
because of what I used to ask him, I would just ask him to change the art face and the background, but
yeah,
it should not
that's
change my face. It should just leave my face exact the way it is. But next
that's
thing I'll
it.
be seeing something else.
Yeah. So that's what they call lazy man prompting. So unfortunately, sadly, you have been a lazy man. You have been doing lazy man prompting. So be very explicit. Look for sample. Give AI a sample. They work good with that. Even though you've not found it online, but you can tell someone to snap you. You take that post, even though it's in a bad background. I do that. Take the post you want to actually take. Just imagine you're in a studio and they're taking you, and you take it, upload it with your very good picture. Then you now tell AI, just like you saw this one, I let AI know that I love the posture, that I shouldn't change the posture,
Sorry,
you know.
ma. I not see the slide. I don't know what is wrong with my own because I'm not seeing your slide. Call the
Uh,
practical you have been doing. I cannot see anything.
Yeah, me too.
it's going to be recorded.
So I don't. Okay, it's going to be recorded. Oh, okay, that's
The
nice.
video is recorded, yes. I think someone out there is joining the class with you. But anyways,
No, ma. Just someone that is talking at the background. Sorry, ma.
no problem, no problem. So this was not the practical we planned, but for every other person, hope we have gotten it how to prompt with AI with images.
Yes, ma.
Okay.
I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try maybe later today or tomorrow.
Okay, because I'm actually looking at time. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to what we were doing. Okay. So practical application. All right. Remember the things we shared, the 4 C's, um, clarity, context, consistency, correction, and where we looked at the common mistakes. We looked at, um,
Sorry, I want
things
to
to.
ask question.
Okay,
Sorry. Please, when will this class be ending? Because I have online
I
class
know.
again by
I've already
8.
asked.
I have online class again by 8. And
Yeah,
this is already 7:43, and I have
it
class by
actually
8,
took
8 o'clock
most of our time.
online.
It actually took most of our time. Uh, he took most of our time. Mr. Philip, are you
Okay.
there?
Yeah, I am. All right.
Mm.
So, good evening, everyone.
Precious. Sorry, I'm seeing a precious hands up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Good.
yeah. I'm the one.
uh,
Yeah, I'm the one. Okay. Good evening,
I
everyone.
think.
All
Sorry, I
right.
think he has a question. Sorry. Do you have
Okay.
a question? Okay, you're the one.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. All
All
right. All
right.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good
Now, trust me.
evening.
That illustration that you did matter. All right. Concerning getting two different pictures. I think that actually solves it cuts a lot of costs when it has to do with using most of the image generation AIs, right? Because ChatGPT on its own, trust me, that particular AI is very powerful. It's a powerful AI, which most people have kind of like abandoned, right? For most of the newer AIs that is in vogue, maybe Kling AI, Agent, and all of that, right? But if you take a sample of your picture, right? If you take a sample of your picture and then you go online, get a model, right? Get a sample picture, just like Mata did, and then you upload. Hmm? You can simply just ask ChatGPT, just communicate your idea a little, and then tell ChatGPT to refine it for you, right? And then you
Yeah.
upload. Once you now upload, you will have a clean picture without any watermark, unlike some of those other image generation AIs. And trust me, nobody, right? So you can actually use that and start making money. Create it, right? Maybe in a day you can create like 3 different samples, right? Because now if you're using a free version of ChatGPT, there's a limit to the number of uploads you can do. But you can actually get, you say 4? Okay, I think one of my guy here just told me about 4. All right, so you can, but let me just say you can create 3, and as you're creating more and more of this, right, you can actually use it to make money. You don't need to go and subscribe for those other tools that are quite expensive in image generation. You can use ChatGPT and it gives you a quality picture. I'm going to drop, I think on that group, I'm also going to drop a sample picture that I generated of myself. Yes. And you see that it came out very nice. All right. So I think that should be so matter because of time. Just see what you can do maybe
Yeah.
within the next 5 minutes, right? But if matter does not complete this, we are going to have another session. Matter will take us on a branding
Lots. you
session,
know.
right?
But
In
I'll just
in a
round up
subsequent
for business sake.
thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So in 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, I'll be done. Just to round up. So we were supposed to do this, apply this practically, but thank God the illustration is there. So you whenever you're giving AI a prompting for flyer design, maybe later on I'll share the prompt with us, because I did have a prompt, but because of time, first thing is for brand color, highlight um the color palettes, highlights the audience, most importantly the product, what is for, and all of that. That is, the business identity, personality of your brands. Every business have a personality because every business is an entity, right? Just like every human being is an entity. So as you have personality, your business will have personality, and that personality must not be exactly who you are, okay? And the visual identity. Visual identity, that's where we look at the colors, the fonts. For me, I usually, if I'm working on a design with AI, okay, I upload the previous designs of the brands, the past designs, and okay, AI, this is how our visual designs have been over the years, and study it, go through it, notice our pattern, notice the colors we use, notice the fonts we use, how we position this, that. So it helps AI to create designs or visuals in line with that. Even though you're working on mock-up, we would have worked on that, mock-ups, even for fashion and all of that, would have worked on that. For example, there was a design posted in the group, where you saw a hand holding a flyer. That was AI generated. I didn't have that time to create the mock-up because I can actually create the mock-up, but I didn't have that time. So I had to quickly use AI, create that mock-up of a hand holding the flyer, so that to be used in the design and all of that. So that's how um to prompt for branding, AI branding. I would have looked at the because of time and templates. So I believe in future time we're going to host a a workshop similar to this, right, Mr. Philip? We are
Yeah,
going to host
sure.
this. Yeah, because this time was short. I apologize for the time. Mr. Philip took most of our time, but it was actually worth it. It was really something else. So if you have any questions, please ask in the group. Um, Share in the group what you have learned as well, and start practicing too. We would share the video soonest before this weekend on next week. So thank you guys for joining. Mr. Philip, I don't know if you have anything to share before we
Yeah.
close the curtain.
Okay. Yes. So I have a lot of things to say, but I'm going to be very brief. Yeah. Okay. Helen,
Hello.
just ask your question
Okay,
before I
I
continue.
want to confirm when we're going to be having the class. What time, and is it
Just
every Friday or
stay glued to the group. You'll get informations in the group to be disclosed soon.
okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Helen, I
Okay.
think you really like this, right? So I think you should be an active member of the community, right? So
Like I love
yeah.
the class. I love the class actually because of this AI and ChatGPT is what I've been struggling. Today I was really frustrated trying to make the photo shoot, and it's not giving me what I want. So I cannot even take. Just imagine my data. I've been wasting my data throughout today because it's not giving me what I want. So attending this class today, like, it's giving me joy.
Wow, 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 wow. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. So this is what will happen, right? I would like that your review, right, on the group. And trust me, there's a lady that is generating, I'm gonna say this, right, just as we wrap up. There's a lady that is generating high quality images of herself on different styles,
Are you
right?
serious?
I'm telling you, and do you know what she's doing? She's selling
Wow.
her prompt. She's telling you that come and buy my prompt, right? Or come and join my class. I will teach you how to generate what high quality images. And trust me, most times those things might just be using a paid tool, right? But here you don't need any paid tool. That's why one of the things that we are trying to do in this class, right? We are not taking you to different tools. So you can start paying for them. No, you can see from the app generation, right? Building an app, right? For people who are interested, you don't need to pay for any credit, right? Just build it. And then once you get a client that is ready to pay, you use their money to deploy it for them. Short and simple, right? Now, when it comes to this image generation, right? Just go online, pick a different style, upload a picture of yourself, right? And then you can actually brand yourself as a model, right? Just do different content, and from there you can even start gaining traction from different fashion, right? To do most of these things, fashion houses, to do most of these things for them. It's very possible. Just see the possibility. Think of how you can build a business around it. And I think one of the things that we even do, right? And I want all of us to post a picture of ourselves, right? Go on ChatGPT, upload a picture of yourself, go online, get a picture of a person, right? In a different style, and then put this into practice. And trust me, you can build something from it. You can get a gig from it. You can get start gaining traction, right? Getting attention of people, right, on whatever thing you're doing. AI will create a lot of jobs, right? Let's hold on to it. I'm telling you. And also, I want to also use this opportunity to say that what you've just seen today is a preamble, because tomorrow is the D-Day. I'm telling you, tomorrow is the D-Day, and you can just react to your favorite emoji. Tomorrow is the D-Day because our special facilitator, yeah, will be in the house tomorrow to take us through sales automation, yeah, and building websites. Because someone actually asked a question, and the person was like, I hope I'm not going to pay for tools again, oh. And because there was one AI class that I attended, and they told me to I paid for one premium package for a tool. You don't need all of that. Because when I reached out to him, I was like, oh, someone asked this question, so how would it be tomorrow? He was like, no, you are not paying for anything, right? So you're going to build a website, right? And it's not just teaching you how to use this tool, it's going to teach us how to build a business around this, how to get clients, how to get clients, how to follow up these clients, and how to close sales, right? He's a sales strategist. So all of these things, he's going to deliver it to us tomorrow, right? So you can as well so be prepared for it, but that tomorrow is not free. Please, it's not free. It's only for people who have paid, right? That will join that tomorrow session. So it's a highly specialized master class tomorrow.
Please,
So
oh, me, I will not pay. People should permit me.
no, so you can go and source for the money. It's possible, right? So you can see the value you're already getting, and
It's
you can even
5,000
start.
naira.
You can start making money. You can start making money from it.
As a student,
So,
someone should help me. Madam
It's
Master.
true.
so,
It's true.
so all
Madam
right,
Master, please.
but maybe if you reach out to
I don't want
someone,
to
right?
make this class tomorrow.
Okay, they might just support you with it, right? They might support you with
Thank you.
it. All right. So thank
Thank
you,
you very
thank
much.
you so much everyone for connecting. So we'll meet tomorrow. I really appreciate your time, and I hope we all got value from it. Thank you.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We did.
thank
Thank you
you.
very
Thank you
much.
very much. Thank you, Madam
Really
Master.
appreciate.
All right. Bye.
Okay.